It's all about Reliance Industries. Let's take it across to Sushil Choksey as well, get in his take on what to really expect from the AGM tomorrow. Sushil, hi afternoon. 13 checks already in. Buzz is going strong about another 14th and a big one this time around. What do you think the AGM commentary is going to focus on? And in terms of new data points, do you think it will have something on the RAMCO deal, a possible future group deal as well, or do you think it will largely be around 5G and Jio itself?
Good afternoon and thanks for having me on the show. Reliance Industries and Mukesh Ambani's speech will evolve more towards the vision for next 5 years, what the business plans are post the infusion of money which has come on Jio platform. He's already indicated in next 5 years how the separate verticals, that is the retail, Jio and oil to chemical, would be listed separately. So what kind of a vision he has on each segment of businesses? Does the partnership fructify in oil to chemical with Saudi? As it was indicated, it's in advanced stage. What are the enablers now for Jio and Jio-led business with this fiber to home customers, that is mobile customers? What kind of other product offerings and services which they would like to add, like Jio Chat and so many other things are being added. So from a global perspective, it's an India play and so-called Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is the vision of India, and maybe Reliance is going to succeed on all parameters where they are concerned, on all the divisions. It looks like the vision for listing for next 5 years is a clear roadmap, which will be a part of the story tomorrow, and how they expand on the telecom network.
Yeah, absolutely. But Sushil, at 1920 thereabouts, how much of all these data points are already in the price, you feel? And how much more can the stock push forward from these levels? Because already we have levels of 2000, 2100, etc. doing the rounds.
You know, it is better to be conservative because the global markets are led by liquidity. In Reliance here, because of the infusion by marquee names from global market, including Facebook, has re-rated the stock, and whether it's the rights issue partly paid listed from day one has already doubled, or you're looking at the stock price itself has more than doubled. I personally feel that current correction which is happening globally starting yesterday and maybe India, in the earnings season it may consolidate on a lower side, but if there are any surprises in the speech where fresh investment in any other businesses are concerned, or something more bigger in potential, because he's already indicating a newer technology in hydrogen and otherwise. So we need to see what kind of different spaces they look at. But I would urge most of the retail investors who might have been left out in the current rally in Reliance or in the stock market to take a little pause, but use the opportunity if there is a correction led by global markets or domestic reasons with a view for 2 to 3 years. Definitely Jio and retail would add a consumer PE to the stock, and the re-rating of the story would happen. And if there is a separate listing for all three by that time, then the shareholders would definitely benefit depending on what valuation you want to ascribe to each part of Reliance story. So looking at current numbers, Jio valuation platform is approximately 800 rupees a share. Oil to chemical is another 800. Retail is being spoken from 400 to 600, less the debt. But debt, as per Reliance, net debt is nil based the infusion. But if you take 75% ownership, it amounts to 600 rupees. But taking current ARPU of 131, 135 range to a vision of 200, which other telecom players are indicating, and maybe after the telecom regulatory and the Supreme Court judgment is out, I estimate 35 to 40% price hike in the telecom tariff, and that would take Reliance to a much higher ARPU, and fiber to home and all other value-added services supported by Microsoft, and retail format supported by WhatsApp and Facebook. It may have a re-rating where commercial aspect is concerned. Reliance annual report and the research reports in the market is also indicating that Reliance wants to get into the reach of third-party distribution between insurance to broking service, maybe banking related, because they have a license along with SBI and a partnership. One doesn't know what kind of services they will bundle along with it. But so if you're thinking from a global play, whether it's Spotify or Zoom or various other things, Reliance can be a story from Jio's stable.
Right. Right. Sushil, apart from Jio and retail, analysts are also keenly going to watch out for any developments when it comes to RAMCO, because this deal, of course, if culminated, will be a big game changer for the company. So do you think some more clarity on the timelines for consummating this deal is going to be very crucial as well?
It would be a crucial input from the deal perspective, but also keep in mind that once you emerge as a global leader in various businesses and a good partner like Saudi Aramco with the balance sheet size what they have and Reliance has, this synergy can work towards sourcing and global output requirements. At the same time, Reliance's capability on the technical side can be an enabler for long term, because it seems Reliance Refinery is already working on Nelson complexity of 21. And where oil to chemical is concerned, so many value-added products they've added that Reliance would like to capitalize, and instead of 2.5% of the market share on crude, they may likely to increase or use that expertise to roll out along with Saudis and some other marketplace too. At the same time, they've also enabled their partnership with BP, where petroleum retailing is concerned. Maybe this petroleum retailing is connected to various other things. And they have a possibility of bid and consolidation in the domestic market to increase their market share. So one needs to watch out because now there is no stress on the balance sheet. Shareholders won't be worried if they have to increase $10-20 billion of debt. But I would definitely look for what is his vision from a capex cycle on each vertical besides the partnership, because that is a clear indicator where Reliance is headed in a period of next 3 to 5 years. And I feel that anybody who's investing in today's market should look at Reliance from a 2020, 22, 23 or 25 perspective and not look at what's going to happen in next 2 quarters.
Sure, absolutely. Sushil, just before we let you go, I mean, gone are the days when you could get Reliance at maybe even at 1200. At what level, if indeed there is some global market correction which rubs off on us, is a good buying price for Reliance?
Looking at the market perspective and what technical analysts and the artists who come on your television or other rival channels speak of correction up to 10,200, 300 on the Nifty, let's assume Reliance corrects by 10% from here. That should be a good entry point if you're looking at Reliance. And people who have cash flow available from a perspective on a similar time zone may look at partly paid, because they would be able to buy a higher quantity because they have cash flow to pay out the balance money payable to the company.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us then this afternoon and taking us through your views on things as they stand.